And when I mean now, I mean it's a very special moment. We have an impromptu bi-week edition of the Coach Sofet Coach's Corner podcast. Coach Ryan, Coach Sofet. Over here on the far end, we've got Mr. Issac Vargas. Welcome. Over here on the far end, we've got Billy and Ethan Garcia bringing up the right or left side, depending on your perspective. What a treat. This is what we call the Captain's Corner podcast today. Coach Sofet, thank you for bringing these guests. How appropriate it must be. We're in the final week of the season, and we've got a big game on Friday night. I can't wait. I'll be calling it. I'll be there with you guys. Coach Sofet, tell us what's going on in this bye week and what we're doing to prepare for the big game against what? TMI, too much information on Friday night.
Last game of the year, they're going to be a good challenge for us. First off, I want to say volleyball is killing it right now in the playoffs, and I want to make sure. That's why I got the volleyball shirt on today, repping the volleyball program. They play in the San Antonio area championship tonight against Basis Chavano, but I want to make sure they get their fair share of glory as well. Kind
of jealous.
Yeah. Oh, you want it? I got you.
One.
I got you.
You got
I got you. Yes. But just coming in and prepping, we did the normal thing. We did the film, we did the study hall, we did our normal routine. And then yesterday we got on the field, went through all the offensive plays, made sure that we're, going over the special teams, just trying to, perfect everything going into the last game and hoping to send the seniors out on top.
Yeah. So we've got a new senior over here, Issac Vargas. Welcome.
Yeah.
How are we doing there? What's the latest with you? How are you feeling about the season? And are you going to be playing Friday night?
Sadly, I will not be playing on Friday night due to a shoulder injury, but it's been going good. The season kind of went from maybe next year into wow, there is no next year,
Right. I can't even imagine.
It's kind of a shocker, but I don't have any regrets. I've had lots of fun. I won't miss football because I gave it everything I had,
Well, I think that we've made a school-wide administrative decision that we're now going to feature 13 grades here so that we can keep you here an extra year. That's a joke.
Did Coach Sofet tell you to say that?
No, I just made it up. Really, creativity is flowing here. Billy Cortez, we call him Captain Cortez. At least that's what I call him. So good to see you. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks. How are you feeling at this point in the season? What are you working on to prep? What are you excited about? Tell us all about it.
I'm excited about, obviously the game, but I feel like I'm more excited about next year because I still have one more year.
Okay.
So I just hope that we can improve and build off of what we built this year and just continue that and get better so we can win more games next year.
Yeah, that's great. Great to hear that you're coming back. And of course, Ethan Garcia, talk to us, grab the mic, let us know some good wisdom. What are you feeling about this year as you're coming down the stretch to your last game, big game at home? It's senior night. You are a senior, correct?
Yes, sir.
What kind of emotions are you having going into this game?
Well, I'm grateful for the team that we had this year. It wasn't the record we wanted, but the ups and downs and the teamwork that we did and just having each other's backs no matter what really showed who we are, minus the record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. And Coach and I have been talking about that all season, that sometimes the numbers, just the straight W's and losses, the wins and losses don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, like I said before, I think the last 4 weeks have been our best 4 weeks. I know you throw in the Hill Country game based off the score, but we beat them in the second half by about 2 touchdowns to 1. So you have to look at all the factors that went into it. And, again, all the credit is to the kids. They're the ones that show up every day. They're the ones that put the pads on. They're the ones that go out there and play. Like Billy said, next year. But, right now the concentration is Friday night and trying to win for the seniors, and that's kind of what it is. I've kind of preached this week, no matter what's going on in the game, keep your head on straight, do what you got to do. We talk about distractions because they're a real thing. They're going to be real things, meet extra family members here, senior night, emotions, last game, all that kind of stuff. And just, hey man, stay between the lines. Let's do what we got to do. Play by play, do your job pretty much and worry about what you can do. To speak on the seniors, I wish I could have all of them on here. There's not enough space. So I kept this one to the captains, but we're going to miss them. We are definitely the relationships that from the coach to the player that we have, the player to the player, just being able to rely on them on the field. You know, some of them, you know, unfortunately got injured and, you know, they're fighting their way back and different things. And, you know, they're part of the build. There's going to be one day, like I've said, that there's going to be a day we look back on this and it's going to be like, y'all were the building blocks. Like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day, where they were part of the building blocks for this. And, you know, it's, you know, every year you get a new group and we coach them, but, you know, you're always happy for the moments. Like I said, there's a PowerPoint that we show, and I kept showing them the picture where we all got to the middle and did one big Bears on 3 and together. And they all were just like, wow, coach, got here a lot quicker than I thought, you know, and it did. And so somehow we're already in November, but we're going to miss them. And it's putting all that effort to win one last one for the seniors. And then for the underclassmen is to gain that momentum going into next season.
Yeah. And speaking of seniors, it's also senior night, as we've talked about, coming up in 2 nights, Friday night. Who knows all the seniors? Can we shout them out right now? The seniors that are currently on the football roster. Vargas, you got this?
Caleb Cash, Nathan Clark, Ethan Garcia,
There he is.
Nicholas Fisher, Sergio Sanchez, what's am I missing? Harrison Goodman.
Harrison. Okay.
Don't forget Benny.
Benny. Can't forget Benny. Off the top of my head, this is what I know.
Rudy.
Oh, Rodolfo.
Rudy.
Austin.
Oh,
Augustine.
Augustine.
Okay.
Augustine.
Man, see, I told you there's not enough space for all of them in here.
Wow. Okay.
Vince is 11.
Vince.
I think there's 12.
Oh my gosh.
We're missing some.
You're missing a couple.
There's not 6 or 7.
Okay.
It'll probably come to me.
Yankee.
Oh,
Yankee.
There's
Yankee.
Yankees one.
I think we're at 12 now. Yeah, I think it was 12. And you know, they all played a role. You know, they all played a role at some point. Some of them played 6-man for us and saw the transition into 11-man. So, you know, yeah, again, that night carries a lot of emotions from them and from their parents, and you know, even us as coaches and stuff. This is the last time we get to coach them. But I told them, you know, even yesterday in practice, we had some moments that weren't the greatest, but I told them we got business to take care of on Friday. We got to stay focused. It's hard being the record you are to continue to stay, you know, focused and on point on everything. But but you know, they have to understand that the job's not finished for what we got to do. And some of them are going to do other sports for us. Track, wrestling, basketball, baseball, soccer. They're going to play other sports for us. And then our off-season conditioning with football and those different things is to stay focused on what the standard is.
Yeah.
You know?
And speaking of focused, Billy Captain Cortez, what are you working on this week in practice? Do you have any positions? I noticed that you're kind of all over the place. It seems like. What are you doing this week to be locked in for this big game on Friday night at TMI? Actually here against TMI. Anything in particular that you're kind of working on or thinking about or excited about?
Obviously excited for the game, just
Yeah.
to see everyone come
Yeah.
and support us. I mean, they've been here every single game, especially my family.
Yep.
But just working like practice and listening to coach, really.
There you go.
Nothing much to it. You just gotta listen. Do what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do.
There you go.
Remember who the coach is.
Yeah,
Keep it locked in. Keep it simple. There you go. How about you, Ethan Garcia? What are you focused on right now? You're a senior. You're going to be called out and featured. Any emotions from you right now? Are you thinking, oh my goodness, or how are you feeling?
It really came by really quick. Like when he would show us the senior night, I was like, that's not gonna happen. We have like 14 more games, and now this week's our senior night. But it's really just to lock in and not mess up and finally get another win for once.
Yeah.
And just lock in.
Now, Coach, you guys have seen TMI once before, right?
We have not.
Okay.
We have not.
I'm tripping on that.
The
Okay.
only thing we've seen is film, but we've not seen it.
Any words about what you guys are up against? Anything that you can actually talk about that's not classified information? What can we expect to see Friday night? Obviously, or maybe not obviously.
From us, classified
Dog
information.
fight.
It's classified. All right.
We're gonna give it our all. I can tell you that. If
Yeah.
you come out and watch us play, like
I
Ethan
will.
said, it's gonna be a dogfight. We're gonna play till the end. We're gonna give everything we got. You know, it's just about us staying focused on what our goals are. You know, the stuff that we're doing offensively and defensively, I'll keep to us.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling after the bye? I know there's some days off. We had
we feel, we're a little rejuvenated. Some of the guys came back. They were able to take a break. Some of us they're beat up. If you look back, I mean, probably realistically, the best place for the bye is probably the middle of the season. That's like the perfect week. Right. But I always say, they're kids at the end of the day, and they were able to. No matter their age, kids like to trick or treat and spend Halloween with their families and whatnot. And they were able to go do that on Friday night. And, the people had football games elsewhere and different things, but they were able to get those family moments, including myself. I was able to take my kids. So those are moments you don't get back. So I think it was good for all of us, refresh, get back to work, hit the field tomorrow or today. And then tomorrow we're doing our walkthrough in the morning, doing it a little bit different this week. Probably the only difference to the week. And then Friday, we're getting after it.
So you're going through the big 20-foot bear, marching band, fireworks, the whole thing. Issac Vargas, quick question for you before I forget. If you're not playing this week, would you be available to help me call the game halftime, or do you have to be on the sideline? Not to put you on the spot.
So I already have a job.
Oh, he's already taken.
I already have a job.
Shocker.
I'm sorry. That's classified until the game.
Oh, it's classified. Well, there's a lot of classified information. I'm going to have to call this TMI, the classified podcast. Okay. So guys, what else are we going to talk about here? Anybody else standing out on the practice right now in this week that you're excited about? Anybody locked in and playing really well? How's Caden Jones looking? How's Hakeem looking? What are we looking like? Anything you're seeing in practice there, Ethan?
I'm seeing that we're getting better in practice. We're not like goofing off no more. We're really like locked in to get this end the season off and maybe end it with a W.
Heck yeah. And speaking of seniors and stuff, Ethan, what are you looking forward to after graduation? Do you have any plans? Are you going to pursue sports past Somerset Academy?
Pursue sports after this, but I'm trying to go to like a nursing school, like somewhere like Baylor.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
That's incredible. Okay, great. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about, Coach? Any shout outs? Any
Yeah, I want to.
Well, there's senior night. I don't know if you want to give us a little bit of a schedule so that we're sure that people are showing up on time. I know that I just learned about this. It's starting early.
It is. So all the festivities are starting at 6. The game starts at 7.
Which one is it? 6 or 7?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Sorry.
I knew it was going to come out finally.
It's contagious.
If I had Ethan Garcia on a podcast, it was coming out.
Yeah.
Time to it starts at 6.
Get it in there.
This is the captain, by the
way.
So
completely normal for a football player, I promise.
It's the festivities are going to start at 6 if everybody who has a senior can be here at 5:45, so that we can get everybody lined up and get going. Try to keep everything on track. The boys, we got to go through our warm up as a team when we come out on the field. The band's got to get everybody back in the bleachers for the band. So the trainers got to get back to helping us out and those different things. So everything will start around 6 o'clock, and they'll be right by the concession stand area. There'll be tables with senior tables with posters and different things. Yeah. So I invite everybody to go by, look at those posters and stuff, kind of relive the seniors and their lives of football, or whether it's just this season or whatever. The parents kind of put all that together. We just provide the tables for them, but they kind of, put out their, a memory and stuff of the journey, of the kids. So, but a shout out wise, I just want to really thank all the parents. They're the ones they traveled a lot with us this year for all of our road games. And there's some family members and there's some staff members at the school. There's, different family members that would come to the games from the kids if their parents couldn't make it, or even if their parents did make it, but a lot of traveling, I just want to thank them. We're going to definitely miss this group of parents a lot. And it's the end, like they said. I mean, I put it on the PowerPoint every week, and I was like, man, that's a long way away, and it's already here, and it's kind of tough to, put it all together. We're really down to 3 days left if you think about it: today, tomorrow, and Friday. And it's at the end of the day, it's not what I envisioned to start, but success wise, I'm just glad the boys kept fighting. Because that's what sometimes it's about. Sometimes it doesn't always look the way it's supposed to. You know, in life, sometimes you're gonna get beat down a little bit, and it's just about grinding through it. And they really just kept grinding through it, showing up. You know, there were standards, there's expectations, there was stuff that they had to meet, and they knew if they didn't meet it, I was going to hold them accountable. And we've done a lot better job the last few weeks of it, and I think that's what's kind of turned the season around. Again, relying on the pillars that we have here, but you know, we also had a saying at the beginning of the year was row the boat, and all of us in the boat together and steering the same way. And you can definitely tell that we are, for us to play the way that we are. You know, captain wise, you know, I can. You know, the first game, we had some captains out there and things kind of just didn't look, you know, how they maybe should have. And I kind of revamped it with the coaching staff, and we kind of had a chit chat behind closed doors. And I was like, if we're going to send somebody out there, they have to represent everything that that we expect as a program. And I think the first game we sent out Isaac. Again, he was just, I was like, I'm only sending out one guy this week, and I sent him out just doing everything that you could ever ask of. I'm like, hey, we need the pads, coach. Which pads? How many pads? How this and that, you know. And so I had him go out there because of that. And again, student in the classroom again, looking, he was a junior now, who's a senior, who's going to graduate. So, you know, he's definitely taking care of that stuff. And then we'd come to the next week, and I was like, all right, every week I'm going to keep adding. And so I added Billy out there. He's just the, hey guys, stop screwing around. Hey man, let's focus. Yes, sir. He always is a yes, sir kid. Never had that issue with him, but he's definitely the one on the field who focuses everybody and tells everybody, stop screwing around, stop playing around. Hey guys, focus. Coach is trying to do this with him. And that was the reason behind him, is that he just is always focused on which is the job, which is to win. And you know what, at the same time, all three of them, I mean, a lot of them do too, but these guys really let me coach them. And sometimes it's hard to take the criticism. You know, again, Billy had in the last game had some things, and I had to coach him up. And I just put my arm around him. He put his arm around me. He's like, I got you, coach. And that's like, the ball's still going to come to you, you know, because you got to trust your teammates, and they got to trust me too at the end of the day, that we're going to keep doing what we got to do. Yep. And then I sent Billy out there one game, and I think Isaac was hurt, and Isaac was not there. And Ethan comes up to me. And I kind of was waiting for like the next guy to be like, hey man, let me help this guy out. And he's like, I'm sorry, coach, but I'm going out there with him. He ain't going out there by himself. There's my teammate. And I was looking for that factor of who's the guy who's going to have everybody's back. Yeah. So you have every single aspect covered with them. And from there, it was like, these are the three guys that represent everything that can, again, they've gotten, I can't say, you know, because some people might say, well, they've gotten flags and everything. I got a flag too. So along the lines of things, you know, at the end of the day, like we get caught up in our emotions sometimes, but at the end of the day, the standard and the things that I was looking for are the reason these three guys were the captains. And again, it's like the season, we've kind of pieced it together, and the captains were something that we pieced together along the way. And again, you just had to have guys that, you know, are your voice to the team. Again, just locker room, them talking on the field and doing those things. You got to look for the guys who guys go to, and guys are, you know, follow. And, you know, again, at the end of the day, they're kids, and we all have their funny moments and stuff. But at the end of the day, that's the reason behind all them, that you can rely on these guys. Again, two of them were going to lose. So there's going to be other guys to pick it up last year. I think last year it was more of like, oh, you guys are the seniors and scoring the most touchdowns. That's kind of how it went last year. And I think this year you had to look at it differently. Like, what's the standard of the team? What are expectations and those things? And the boys understand, even the guys who are after tonight not playing. Like I told them, like, I need us in track, and I need y'all to go play something.
4x4.
I thought it was the 4x1.
He's doing the 4x4 too.
There you go. But see, but here's the thing though. I mean, even Billy going into next year, you know, he's going to come back, and he's going to, you know, we're getting those guys in track and spring football and stuff, and we're going to have some stuff to prepare. And again, I think everything's a learning thing. I know some of the guys like, oh, the seniors last year came back and were like, oh my gosh, I got the bear after we left. Yeah. Again, I've talked about some things differently and how the schedule is going to look. Oh, y'all do that when we leave. I think always see that every senior group's going to kind of feel that way. but that's also how you build the program.
Yes.
There's things to do differently, and those are things that we're gonna do differently. But like I said, I'm gonna miss the seniors. The parent group, like I said, I really thank them from their support throughout the season. It's been an awesome group. I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss the seniors, and then looking forward into next year. But everybody knows, like I tell them every week, the job's to go 1-0 this week, and we have our goals for the year, and I kind of erased all of them on the thing, and the word win was just on there. Like I said, let's go win. Let's just go put it all together this week. We've been close. It's been 11 points. It's been 9 points. It's been, 11 points. Like in those game times, like we're that close, 1 or 2 plays. Let's just go win. Let's just flip the script this week. So all hands on deck, all the playbooks on deck. So we're looking forward to Friday night.
Excellent. Well said, Coach. I cannot wait to see you guys get a big win on Friday. Pleasure to have you, as always, Mr. Issac Vargas. On the far end, we've got Billy, Captain Cortez, as I call him, and Ethan Garcia, the elder statesman. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to hit the music, and I will see you Friday night. Bear Nation, we're getting together at 5:45. Is that right? Mm-hmm. That's when the festivities will start for senior night, 5:45, right here at Bear Stadium. Be there or be not a bear. I don't know. But show up. Let's do this. Here we go. All right. Thank you again, Coach Sofet.
Absolutely.
All the best to you. Thank you so much for joining me every single week of this season for Coach's Corner podcast. This is our final one, but I think we'll pick up with baseball or something moving forward.
Yep. Basketball coaches are next.
Basketball coaches are next. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Go Bears.
See you Friday night. Go Bears. All right.
I know.